What other games are you paying attention to this weekend? I know there's a couple of top 10 matchups. What has your attention? What are you watching?
Yeah, we got a loaded week, Dave, in college football. Again, the SEC is going to be in the spotlight. Games like Georgia, Ole Miss, LSU, Vanderbilt is a huge game. Tennessee, Alabama. I think the SEC this week is really in the spotlight. And the one other one I'll say, too, I think is huge for playoff implications, USC and Notre Dame. I think you've got an outstanding game with two terrific offensive football teams. Notre Dame's offense is as hot as any in the country. Lincoln Riley's got some good things going with his offense, despite an earlier loss to Illinois. I think those two teams you could find them in a shootout, and it's of the utmost importance to Notre Dame. This really could define the rest of their season. If they lose this game, they're probably out of the playoff. If they win this game, it's probably a really good chance that they're going to make it.
When you look at some of the underdogs that you think could pull upsets, who are some teams to pay attention to that you think could pull off upsets?
Couple of them I like. South Carolina at home against Oklahoma. I think you got two defensive teams with struggling offenses, and John Mateer, not 100% healthy for Oklahoma, really struggled last week against Texas. I think South Carolina's got a good shot to bounce back from some recent struggles and win that game. And I'll tell you what, big point of contention has been the Washington Huskies and why they're not ranked in the AP poll. I think they got a shot to go into Michigan and win, especially if Michigan's starting running back Justice Haynes is out for that game. They could struggle to run the ball, and that's really their biggest strength. So I think the Washington Huskies are very live in the big house, even on the road.
Vanderbilt's a team that has surprised some people. They're favored? Should they be favored in that game?
I think it's very close. I kind of get that it's sort of a pick'em factor, and Vanderbilt is the home team, so they're getting the 2 or 3 points right now. That offense is awesome, and I'll be honest with you, they lost to Alabama by a couple of scores, but they did not play a terrible football game in that game at Alabama, and they really just had a couple of red zone turnovers that hurt them. And the other thing too is LSU, despite their reputation in previous years, they're a more defensive team this year, and the offense has not been firing on all cylinders yet this season. They need to play better because Vanderbilt's offense is very explosive. They can run and pass with the best of them. That's going to be a very fun game. And LSU, I think they're going to need Garrett Nussmeier to step up in this game a little bit more than he has in some recent weeks.
Before I let you go, a Friday night game involving a highly ranked team, Miami of Florida, taking on Louisville. What have you thought of the Hurricanes, and especially Carson Beck, guy that some thought would have left last year and has seemed to play a little bit better down there for the Hurricanes?
Definitely better. And look, he's had a better offensive line than he had last year at Georgia, which sounds crazy to say, but this Miami offensive line's an elite unit, and the receivers, I think, have played better. Malachi Toney, the true freshman, has been outstanding, but the heart and soul of this Miami team is their trench play on both sides, especially that defensive line, where if you look underneath at Reuben Bain Jr.'s performance, he could actually, if there's a non-quarterback needy team, if you have a team at the top, maybe the Tennessee Titans, who doesn't need a quarterback, Reuben Bain's got the opportunity maybe to go with the number 1 overall pick, the pass rusher down there from Miami. Outstanding stuff from him all season. But Miami's great in the trenches. That's going to keep him in a game. And Carson Beck, as the veteran, just kind of guiding this offense even through some hard times at times, he's been really good. And he's another one. I don't think he's maybe necessarily going to be a top 10 pick. Maybe he plays his way into that conversation throughout the season, but he's an NFL quarterback. And I think it's that veteran experience that's really helping the Hurricanes through even some of the hard times, although there haven't been too many this year.